Have you had a strawberry yet this season? Good morning, I'm Chef Michelle Bernstein, and when I say a strawberry, I mean a SoFlo strawberry. It's their season and they're delicious, and I've got great recipes for them all, right here, right now on SoFlo Taste. How fun is that? Welcome Taste Buds, I'm Chef Michelle Bernstein. Welcome to the Goya Kitchen in the Culinary Lab at Florida Education Institute in Coral Gables. It smells so good in here. I'm smelling those luscious, round, red berries that are loaded with flavorful red juice. It's strawberry time in SoFlo, so today I thought it would be fun to give you some of my best strawberry recipes. So let's get cooking. I've got a smoking hot pan over here, and I want to cook some tuna. I think I'm just going to get that done, and then we'll move on to the strawberry part of the recipe. So I have a beautiful slice of tuna here. I'm just going to season it with a nice amount of kosher salt and a little bit of ground fennel, because ground fennel, or fennel at all, and strawberries really go beautifully well together. There's just a touch of cooking oil in this pan, and it's a grill pan. So I'm just going to go ahead and sear it on both sides for about 30 seconds is the most I pretty much need on this. Just so you know, I got this tuna from one of the 6 Milam's markets in South Florida, and they want you to know that Milam's has a wide variety of vegan, gluten, and lactose-free and kosher foods. Visit them in person in Coconut Grove, Miami Springs, Pinecrest, Sunny Isles Beach, and Coral Gables East and West, or at milamsmarkets.com. I'll see you at Milam's Markets. All right, so let's let that sear. Make sure we season it on this side now. A little bit of that fennel seed. Go ahead and flip your tuna steak. All right, so I got lucky enough to go down to Redlands and pick up some just harvested strawberries. I mean, these are just peak season, perfect strawberries. And I'm just gonna slice them up, because what I thought would be cool today is to make a relish with strawberries in it for tuna, or pretty much anything that you want to throw on the grill. This would also be delicious if you're not in the mood for fish. With any kind of poultry would be great. So I'm basically slicing up the strawberries in any old way and putting them into a bowl that we're going to make a little salsa or relish out of. That should be enough for one tuna. Let me put these back in here. Let's go ahead and check on the steak. Give it a nice little pattern for the grill. All right, so to these strawberries, I'm going to add a little bit of a tiny dice of red onion, zest of a lemon, as well as the juice of the lemon. Now I'm going to make mine a little bit spicy with habanero or Scotch bonnet, and it's up to you if you want to make yours spicy as well. Let's go ahead and cut this lemon in half and add the juice. What's great about this recipe is it's all so quick. As I'm cooking the fish, I'm making my strawberry relish. Let's use the other half of the lemon to make one full lemon in there. I thought it would be nice to add just a touch of sweetness with the lemon, so I'm adding a little bit of honey, just a nice small amount. So for the pepper, I love spicy chilies, but I don't love the veins and the seeds, so I'm going to go ahead and cut just the top off and the bottom, cut it completely open, and cut out the vein and the seeds that are here. So there you have the part of the chili that is less spicy. And not to hurt your hands, you're going to want to take the seeds and the vein and just slide it into either another recipe or the garbage. It's up to you. All right, so let's remove that tuna from the pan. I think we're good. I'm going to place it over here and let it rest for just a minute. Let's go ahead and cut the chili nice and small. or big. It depends on you and how you like it. You have some sweetness going on, obviously, with the strawberry and with the honey. So I think that it can handle a good amount of chili in there. So I'm going to put a nice amount. And I love it. A little bit of cilantro on the stem, as well as, oh, I've got some mint in here. I forgot that I wanted mint. So the mint has to be leaved, but the cilantro can stay a bit on the stem. And let's just slice through and throw that in there. Let's take some leaves off of the mint sprig and chop up the leaves of mint roughly. Throw that in. Let's add a little bit of olive oil over the top. Some pepper. Some nice big old fat sea salt. Slice this piece of tuna in a couple of pieces. Nice and rare in the center. Let's make sure we did well. You always want to sear for the same amount of time on both sides so that you can really see the amount of searing is equal on both the top and the bottom of that slice of tuna. Let's go ahead and put a plate in front of us. Slide the tuna right on the plate. Open her up just a little bit. Mix up our beautiful strawberry. I don't know whether to call it a relish or a salsa. I keep going back and forth, but I think it all works. And spoon the strawberry, whatever it is, deliciousness, right over the top of that tuna. And the flavors work so beautifully together. You have so many flavors going on here, and it's all delicious. Come right back to SoFlo Taste and my very, very strawberry recipes, because I got more.
Come back to the Goya Kitchen at the Culinary Lab at Florida Education Institute. Chef Michelle and the food. This is SoFlo Taste. It's a Milam's Markets Minute. Here's Melinda Harper.
Christy, we know that Milam's has a wonderful seafood selection, one of the best, which leads us to your sushi case. Can you tell me more about the sushi? It looks so fresh and so delicious.
So our sushi is made fresh daily, every morning by our talented sushi chefs. And we have, of course, regular rolls, raw and cooked sushi selection. We have bowls, and we also have platters for the tailgates or large parties, graduations, anything.
And you can get them with seafood or without.
Yes, I actually normally buy the vegetable roll, but one of my favorites is this crispy, crunchy crab roll.
Yes.
It has that spicy mayo sauce. I don't know what's in it. It's pure magic, some fried onions. It's got crab, cucumber, avocado. It's absolutely
delicious.
Yeah, the best for lunch.
So if you want to taste the best sushi in town, stop by Milam's.
We have 6 locations in Miami-Dade, but if you can't make it over to visit us, just order online and we'll deliver the sushi fresh to your door.
But I recommend coming in to see the selection, see the seafood. You just got to come in to see it for yourself.
We look forward to seeing you.
Welcome back to SoFlo Taste. I'm Chef Michelle Bernstein. The state of Florida produces about 8% of the entire country's strawberries. That doesn't sound like much, so I suggest you go get some of them before the rest of the country grabs them all up. Now let's get back to my strawberry recipes. All right, everyone, I have decided on kind of my own creation for the next dish. But first and foremost, I want to introduce y'all to Mayela Romera. Hola, Mayela.
Hola, Chef.
So tell me what it is exactly that you do here. What is your title?
Well, I'm one of the culinary instructors at the school.
Okay.
And I am also assistant to the direction of the school.
Ooh. Do you have a specialty?
Healthy stuff.
Oh, is that your health? Really? Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I don't like to mess with the good stuff, so pretty much from farm to table. Maybe some salt and good olive oil.
So you love the strawberries that we picked yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah?
They're looking cute.
That's great. Do you want to tell me about some things that are going on here at the school? Some interesting...
Yeah, well, we have 4 main programs.
Okay.
We have Culinary Arts Diploma and Baking and Pastry Diploma.
Uh-huh.
And we also have Culinary Arts Management,
Okay.
which is a little bit more into the management
In-depth,
of
right?
yes, of the business and getting you all set up to start your own business.
So what kind of a degree is it? Is it like a 2-year degree? Is it a shorter?
Yes, it's a associate's degree.
It's
Yes.
it is associates.
Yes,
Oh,
we
that's
have
wonderful.
culinary management and baking and pastry management as well.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so-
Not a lot of people offer baking and pastry anymore. So just so you all know, we're kind of making, I guess you can call it a carpaccio de fresa, right?
Carpaccio.
A bit of a carpaccio of fresh strawberries. If you want to finish that, you might have to slice a couple more. And then we're going to make a lovely little salad in the center. But I thought I would take it a little bit further. So what I did was macerate strawberries into balsamic with a little touch of brown sugar, and I heated it up really nice and gently. And then I basically just put it into this bowl and threw it into the fridge to really get all the flavor of the berry into the balsamic. Chef, can you taste the strawberry in this if you just dip your little finger in there? I know normally in
Yes.
professional results we
Yes.
use little spoons, but yeah? It's like strawberry balsamic, right?
Delicioso.
Oh, good. So you can either leave the strawberries in there and keep it cold, or you can strain the strawberries out and just use the vinegar as we're going to do today. So we also, at the Strawberry Farm, got some fresh arugula and some red leaf lettuce that I thought would be really fun to have today, especially with you, Mayela, cooking with me. And I'm just going to make a little vinaigrette, and I'll put this, oh, that's beautiful, thank you. I'll put this here. If you want to actually go ahead and juice that, what we're going to do is make a little vinaigrette and toss the greens into this bowl. So that's perfect. So she's got fresh squeezed lemon juice. I'm going to add a little of this strawberry balsamic. We'll add a little bit of olive oil. If you want to salt, pepper, and mix that, I'm going to cut some herbs, Chef. So I've got some chives, which I'll just cut some nice and big chives and add that to my mix. I've got some basil, which I'll just pick a couple of leaves and rip them into this. I love strawberry and basil together.
Me too.
You like that too?
Delicious.
And I also love tarragon, and I think it's because of the anise flavor of the tarragon with the strawberry is something that I just love.
A mysterious flavor.
It is mysterious. Right? It's one of my favorites. Tarragon is absolutely one of my favorites. So what we'll do here is, if you want, go ahead and add, actually you can add the vinaigrette to the greens, and we'll put this here, and I'm going to cut up some mozzarella. So I have a fresh ball of mozzarella here that I'm going to cut up to kind of put around the plate as well. I'm going to use some of that when you're done. Thank you, Chef. Is there anything else about the school or new programs or anything going on that you want us to know?
We actually started this year our capstone program, which is basically like a pop-up that we do with the students that are about to graduate, which we didn't have before.
Okay.
So the group comes up with a menu. They do everything from scratch, even the decoration and everything, and they invite their families.
Oh, that's lovely.
So they get to present their food.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you all have a restaurant as well, correct?
Yes, we actually do. We are using it basically as another classroom for the school.
Right.
So it's not open to the public. It's just for private events.
That's
for this,
wonderful,
for
though.
this type of event.
I mean, what a great way for them to really practice, you
Yes.
know, and
They
feel
love
like they're really working in a true restaurant.
They love it there.
I bet. All right, I'm going to use a little bit of what's left over from the salad dressing, and then I'm just going to drizzle right over the mozzarella and a little bit of the strawberry because I have the oil and that strawberry flavor. So place it all the way around. And you could really just stop there if you wanted to, but if not, you can add these beautiful herbs and greens and place right over the top in the center. I mean, it's quite the presentation.
That's perfect.
But I think a bunch of people could really eat off of this at your next dinner table with your family.
Oh, yeah.
I know that my son would probably eat that up. Well, thank you for
Thank
being with
you,
us, my
Michelle.
niños. So divina.
You are.
You're wonderful.
Thank you.
We're very happy to Well, lucky actually to have people like you and everybody that works here. Honestly, you all are such wonderful people, and I love that you're women. Okay, so come right back. I've got one more delicious recipe, and of course, it's on the sweet side here on SoFlo Taste. Gracias. SoFlo Taste will return right after this. Welcome back to the SoFlo Taste and our show all about strawberries. Yum! It smells so good in here. It's like a strawberry perfume has been injected into this room. So yummy. So for my last dessert, how could I not do a strawberry shortcake, right? I mean, strawberry shortcakes are the best. And I love all types, but I think my favorite might be a good old biscuit. Okay, I've got all-purpose flour down here. I'm just gonna add a nice pinch of kosher salt. And then finally some buttermilk, but you can also use heavy cream if you'd rather. And then just start mixing until this comes together. Now, we never want to overmix biscuits. You always want to be nice and gentle with them and touch them as little as humanly possible, because the less we touch them, the better and more tender they are. So now as it turns into more of kind of like a dough, we're going to add a little bit of flour down on the table. Plop down our biscuit dough or batter. Really start combining it up like so. Again, I'm going to try not to work it too much, just bringing it together. Okay, so once you have yourself the dough that is together, go ahead and get yourself a rolling pin, and you need a little cutter like so. This is just a round cutter, and you'll delicately roll this out. And it depends on how tall you want your biscuits. You can go pretty tall if you want to. Oh, I forgot to tell you it's self-rising flour. That's why I didn't need baking powder. I'm so sorry. So it's self-rising flour, either buttermilk or heavy cream, and a pinch of salt. So I like mine to be a little on the tall side. So you go ahead and form the dough, and then using your cutter, go ahead and shape it just like so, and place it down on some parchment paper. Very simple. Now, I wanted to take my strawberry shortcake a step further. Normally, I would just have some whipped cream and strawberries, but I decided, because I have all these glorious strawberries, I cooked about a pint of them with some sugar and a little touch of vanilla, and it turned into this. I didn't I didn't press on them, I didn't do anything. I just let them cook down, almost like a marmalade. And at the end, this is what I got. This is actually gonna go into whipped cream. So let me show you real quickly. This is almost whipped cream. It is semi-whipped. This is the texture of it. As you see, it's nice and thick, but it's not completely whipped cream yet. It's about 3/4 of the way there. So I wanted to wait till I got to whipped cream. Before I do, I'm gonna go ahead and add this delicious strawberry compote that I made, which is now cooled. Finish whipping it. And now I'm gonna have strawberry whipped cream. So when you come back, we will build a delicious strawberry shortcake with our glorious biscuits and our strawberry whipped cream and fresh strawberries. So come right back to SoFlo Taste here on Local 10. Got a lot going on. Stay tuned to SoFlo Taste. We'll be right back. Welcome back to SoFlo Taste and our show about strawberries. So I put the biscuits in the oven, but before I did, you know, I shaped them, but I glazed them with a little bit of heavy cream and turbinado sugar, which is that sugar in the raw, that crunchy stuff. So I could bake them with a little bit of sugar on top, because as you saw, there was no sugar in the recipe. So now I've cut them in half, and I have my strawberry whipped cream, which, by the way, you can tell everyone that it's a strawberry mousse, and they'll believe you because it tastes and feels like a strawberry mousse, but it's really just strawberry whipped cream. But I won't tell if you won't tell. So we're going to add the strawberry whipped cream onto the bottom half of the biscuit. These are macerated strawberries, which means that they have been tossed with sugar and a little bit of lemon juice. You can go a step further and add lemon zest if you'd like to. It just brings out the natural flavor of the strawberry, which makes them even yummier than they already are, although these are pretty fantastic. You definitely want to get a little bit of the juices from the bottom. So a little drizzle. And finally, top them with those tops of sugared biscuit. Pretty nice, right? It wasn't that hard either. I'm so glad y'all came along with me today for our culinary journey. Please keep your eyes open for strawberries from SoFlo. Or better yet, take a trip down south where they grow strawberries and pick some for yourself. There's nothing better. So taste buds, have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, mwah, and good taste. I'm very, very excited.